So in this video, I'm going to be covering how to stretch the hip flexor muscle. Now, the hip flexor muscle is going to be a muscle that, if I've recommended to you, it's typically someone who sits down a lot or has a history, whether their job or their occupation involves them sitting down a lot. That's naturally when this muscle will get really tight and just limit your recovery for the lower back. Briefly, where it attaches is onto the front of the spine. It attaches on the inside of the pelvis and comes down and attaches onto the front of what they call the femur. So when your legs are bent, when you're in a sitting position, naturally this muscle will get really short, right? And it's so important for your recovery that we lengthen it and we get it loose. So a couple of ways to demonstrate. I'm going to be going through two different variations. The first variation is doing it in a standing position. I want to be keeping, firstly, my back leg straight, bending my front leg, facing forward. In this demonstration, I'm going to be going through stretching the right hip flexor. So I'm going to be lunging forward, my body forward, but my chest isn't coming forward. I'm actually going to be coming back like this. So my hips are coming forward, my chest is coming back. I can feel a slight pull at the front here. Now what I'm going to be doing is actually clenching my buttock muscle. So squeezing the glutes, and you'll feel that pull at the front. All right? And just holding that for a minute. The next variation, if you're not getting much of a pull in that area, you can't really feel it, I'm just going to go through a way that makes it a little bit easier to do. So same thing, stretching the right hip flexor. My left foot is forward. I'm lunging forward and then bring my chest back, squeezing the buttock muscle, and I'm really feeling that pull at the front. You may even feel it at the top of your leg there, and that's okay. And that's where the muscle attaches, and you may even feel it deep into the groin area. Really common areas to feel it. This muscle can be a little bit tricky to stretch, so if you have any questions or if you want me to go through that with you, not a problem at all. I'll make sure we do that. We want to make sure you get the best recovery as possible. Enjoy.